Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. Just a moment as I sort out a technical issue. A little music in the background. See how that rolls. Let's begin by sitting up straight and tall, or if you're lying down or standing, extending your awareness throughout your body. I've been helping my cello partner, Liz, at her church. She's the music director at St. Stephen's, and I've just been helping them with some music the last couple weeks, and they have a fabulous thing they say that I just wanted to read as we begin. It's a really great way to start their service. Eternal Spirit, Earth Maker, Pain Bearer, Life Giver, Source of all that is and that shall be, Father and Mother of us all. Loving God in heaven, the hallowing of your name echo through the universe. The way of your justice be followed by the peoples of the world. Your heavenly will be done by all created beings. Your commonwealth of peace and freedom sustain our hope and come to us on earth. With the bread we need for today, feed us. In the hurts we absorb from one another, forgive us. In times of test, strengthen us. From trials that feel too great to endure, spare us. And from the grip of all that is evil, free us. For you reign in the glory of the power that is love, now and forever. I guess that is the Lord's Prayer from the New Zealand Prayer Book. And just what a nice connection to the cycles of life, to the masculine and feminine of spirit, and tapping into the divine to provide us resource and sustenance when we need it. Okay, and back to our own bodies. If you're sitting, notice where your feet connect to the floor. If you're lying down, where your legs are touching your mattress, where the blankets touch your body. And just extending your awareness up through the legs, into your sit bones, into your hands. Over the last several weeks, we've been exploring the idea of heart, mind, and body congruence, looking for places of tension in our bodies that we can release, looking for the emotions that are associated with any pain we may have, any stress that we're holding. As meditators, we're training 3 specific skills: equanimity, and that's the ability to accept what's going on inside and outside; compassion, and that's treating ourselves and others, the circumstances, with love, respect, forgiveness; and also focus and attention, and that's the ability to observe what's going on. To know and understand. So what we're not doing is training ourselves to relax. Relaxation is a side effect of this work as we develop the ability to be at ease and to accept current circumstances and to be loving about current circumstances. Looking to remove ourselves from that relentless cycle of personal growth, fix, fix, fix. So of those 3, probably the toughest one is the equanimity. It's accepting what is. In my own personal circle, I interact with a lot of youth who are really struggling with anxiety, depression, self-harm. And I find this it's very difficult for me to accept this. So that I can't fix them, right? That I can't help them. I can provide a loving, safe space as an adult, but I can't change what's happening, and I find that very hard. Um, and we may have other circumstances in our own personal lives or in the lives of our loved ones that we must accept. And so today's practice is going to be focusing on building the focus and discipline of equanimity. And so as we sit with our body and breath, we are looking for places of tension and emotions, circumstances that arise where we can begin building the discipline of sitting with something that we can't fix. And what do we as meditators do? And that is attend to it with the breath. Allow the hot feelings and thoughts and frustrations to arise and exhale. And they continue to arise and we continue to exhale. And it's in that process of repetition and sitting with these painful thoughts and emotions that we build resilience and we build the ability to accept them. So let's begin, always with the breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling. And as we inhale, reminding ourselves that we do have the ability and strength to accept what has come to pass, to accept the things that are beyond our control, whether it's the sickness of a loved one or ourselves, or frightening circumstances, unemployment, loss of income, homelessness, addiction, very stressful circumstances. So as we inhale, calling to mind the strength and resilience that we are building in our meditation practice and elsewhere in our lives. And as we exhale, releasing the feelings of panic and worry that tend to hijack our ability to align with our highest and best. Noticing the places in the body where tension collects as we face the challenge of accepting a circumstance that is beyond our control. The hands, the face, the belly. We will resist. We will resist releasing control. I'm just being compassionate for that hopefulness that we carry. And reminding ourselves that sometimes our most powerful and deepest strength comes from accepting that we can't change something. Accepting the consequences that may arise from those difficult circumstances. What is the worst case scenario that could arise from the difficult circumstance that you are facing right now? And as we exhale, releasing any feelings of panic and worry, out of control worry, because little worry is not going to go away. But hijack worry, we want to release that. That is a construct of our minds and bodies that does not serve us in facing challenges. It doesn't serve us in building resilience. Again, inhaling and exhaling what doesn't serve. In my own professional life, I may face the prospect that one of my students may commit suicide, and that is beyond my control. And it is painful. It's painful. And so I inhale to offer the highest and best I can, which is my loving kindness and total support in the invisible, without preaching, without judging, without trying to control. And I release my fear of emotional pain and my sense of failure, which is attached to my ego, wanting to fix people. So I am challenged to release that. And looking for similar circumstances in your own lives. Perhaps in your personal life rather than professional, family members. For example, currently my father has a very terrible condition, cellulitis. It's like a flesh-eating disease and a septic wound. And facing the prospect that he may not provide the care for himself he needs. There is only so much nagging we can do. And if he won't care for himself, he and we will face the consequences of that. And preparing to live with that. And letting go of the sense of failure and panic at not being able to help him and not being able to bring him ease. And looking for difficult circumstances in your own lives where we can identify what is within and beyond our control, and looking to offer highest and best in the invisible, and that is the unconditional loving kindness and support of an individual in silence. As we inhale, reminding ourselves of our strength and resilience, and as we exhale, letting go of what we can't control. Perhaps it's mistakes in our own lives that we can't fix, decades of karma playing out, or in the lives of our loved ones. reminding ourselves that everyone is doing the best they can with the skills they have. This guy too. Inhaling light and love and ease, and exhaling the constructs we've made: panic, catastrophic worry, a fear of failure, shame, or a sense of an inability to survive or cope with a difficult circumstance. We are much stronger than we know. Committing to being gentle with ourselves and others about our mistakes. For us adults, it's old mistakes, and for our kids, it's the ones they're about to make. And again, reminding ourselves about what we can control. We can control this breath and the next. We can choose which roller coaster of thinking we get on. We can choose to get off. We can choose moment by moment to align ourselves with love and light and forgiveness and awareness. Or we can choose the opposite: worry, pain, fear, hopelessness, and despair. And we get to choose every moment. We can catch ourselves sliding into despair and reorient. It's a wonderful opportunity of renewal and advent for our thinking, for our being. And as we conclude our practice today, let's commit over the week to this renewal in the moment. As we slide into the stressfulness of the Christmas season, commit to noticing when we're slipping into thoughts of worry, despair, hopelessness, shame, inadequacy, lack of prosperity, scarcity thinking. And let's choose to pause and reorient with a breath. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful weekend.